Hey everybody, Vander, Molen. In today's video I want to talk about how are you as a real estate agent or mortgage lender going to survive the real estate market correction. And there is a correction coming. I think it's already starting to happen a little bit. And there's a lot of factors that are going into the correction. And when I say correction, I don't mean a collapse or a recession like in 2008, nothing like that. But we are going to see a pullback in the market at some point. But there's several factors that go into that, such as typically we ride kind of an up and down market. And the last 9 years or so, 8 years, it's been a bull market, meaning that it's been positive. It's been on the uptick. 2008, 2009 was really bad, and then all of a sudden it got better and jobs got created and different programs came out to help home buyers, and when prices are low, interest rates are artificially put low to encourage growth and people purchasing homes, and that happened. And it continued to happen all the way in the last couple of years, right? 3.5%, 4% interest rates. Well, that's over. The Federal Reserve has been raising rates pretty rapidly. This is October for this video, and they had stated they're going to raise rates again in December. And I think next year we're going to see 5.25%, 5.5%. 5.5% is probably going to be a normal rate on a 30-year fixed. So the 5% plus interest rate is here to stay, at least for now. And that's going to cause some correction in terms of people who aren't as educated on what's happening, not wanting to get into the market, not wanting to purchase a home. And also, it could take first-time home buyers a little bit out of the loop depending on the purchase price, not wanting to pay more for that property. So the other thing that we've been looking at is national debt. Okay, so obviously we have spending at an all-time high. Whether you're a Democrat, Republican, spending has continued to rise over the last long time, 10 years or so. Even as revenues have continued to pour into the government, which is great, that hasn't offset the spending. So as you raise rates, and now we're spending over $500 billion a year just on interest on the debt, that's going to cause that interest, the amount of money we paid, going higher, because when you're paying 5% or 5.25% interest on the debt versus 4% or 3.5%, that's way more money that we're spending, okay? So if we're spending more money on the debt, then we can't put it towards other things, infrastructure, growth, investments, what have you. So that's going to play into it. Student loans, big part of it. First-time home buyers, they move the market forward, and when they're spending more money on, or just as much money a month on a student loan payment as they are on a car payment, or maybe even on a mortgage payment, depending on where you live in the country, that's going to be a problem, causing people to stay at home longer, to live with their family, to save money, all of that good stuff. That could, and with the higher rates, could offset a pullback as well. So a little softening of the market. The last thing I think that really could be a potential issue down the road is I think the tax cuts that we received. There are some good things in there. It helped small business and it moved small business forward. Great. Gave corporations large tax cuts so that hopefully they could reinvest and build their companies up. And many companies have done that. Not every company, but some companies have done that. But again, the offset of that is that when you're spending $4 trillion a year and you're bringing in $3 trillion a year, and now you're decreasing the amount of revenues that are coming into the government, right? At least short term revenues are down big time. That can also cause an issue with the stock market, the pullback, which it has. And I think when you add up all of those different things, you're just going to see a correction. I don't think it's going to be to a point where anything super negative happens, but things are going to get pulled back to more of a normalcy. Okay, so if you're a realtor and a lender, and you're saying to yourself, okay, my refi business is gone. If you're a lender, I got to go after strictly purchases, so I got to do different activities to generate that. If you're a realtor, you say, okay, well, where's the opportunity? The opportunity is to show your value, because when homes are selling in 24 hours and there's a 3.5% interest rate, if you're a lender or whatever, or even a title person, it's very easy to generate the business or have a listing sell in one day or what have you, right? Where the opportunity comes in is you can add value by helping and teaching and educating, because people, if their home's on the market longer, they really need you to help market their property and get it sold for top dollar and do all the things that you do to get it sold. If you're a buyer's agent, negotiating contracts, and finding the right properties for them and working with the sellers. Title, we have to be able to help our clients grow their business so if they're down, we have to help bring them back up. So, if you're a realtor or lender looking to grow your business and hopefully offset anything that's coming our way in the market correction, contact me. I'm Wade Vander with Stewart Title in Fairfax, Virginia, but I covered DC, North, and Maryland as well. 480-203-6452. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. It should be red and says subscribe, and you'll get an email in your inbox whenever I post something. And if you're on my website, dctitleguide.com, there should be a form below you, and you can fill that out if you have a question, you need anything, you want me to talk to you, and answer any questions. All right, thanks.